on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action.
Hold up. Well, we're facing the Seahawks. Let's see how good they are. They're 2-2, and we're 4-0. So let's get this mug.
This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams.
And we're in the Seahawks Stadium.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And Charles, we've got two NFC West teams here. Your assessment of the state of the division coming into 2019, is it the Rams to lose?
We saw the changing of the guard with the Rams taking over from Seattle a couple of seasons ago. But Seattle got back in the game pretty fast, didn't they? You remember preseason last year? It was doom and gloom. They ended up in the playoffs. Arizona, they're kind of hitting the reason. This is going to keep you.
Anyway, guys, we're here.
90,
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The numbers for Cooks in that game last week: 4 catches, 127 yards, and a score.
And how about the first month that he's had? Leads the league in receiving, making all the big catches, and becoming a bona fide #1 guy for his team.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Al Woods. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. He wants it all for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I couldn't even play. Like, I couldn't even win the ball. I really just couldn't. Because I kick it. Their defense is good. I hope our defense is good to stop it. Please stop it. Please stop it, bro. I want to be 5-0. 5-0 sounds great. They got 3 points.
Ready, set. 54, right there, 54 miles.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man right side is Cup, complete. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bobby Wagner, his 2nd sack of the night.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now, he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game.
Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Al Woods able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Forced out to his left. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are in for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
I wasn't even playing. Jared Goff was playing.
Ready? 10 logo.
Am I not good enough? Well, I wasn't playing as good.
Here we go. 5.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
5 seconds to go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
2 times. Hey, 4 down. Watch 8-9.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Good matchups all up and down the schedule there. We'll highlight the one in Cincinnati. A big test coming up for the Bengals as they'll square off with the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being over in Arlington, where it'll be America's team, the Cowboys, taking on the Green Bay Packers. And finally, on Monday Night Football, we'll see the Browns and 49ers get after it out in Santa Clara. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward.
See, I told you they made a touchdown.
They made a field goal.
Let's go. 15 line. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
60 outlaw. Here we go. Get it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll take a shot for the ends, and he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drained clock, too, with a drop.
He did everything. You got them a touchdown.
Hey, Gator. 50, Mike, 50. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 76 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction.
He was wide open. Really quickly, the quarterback like me. Fruit salad.
I'm coming after you.
Back to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to go for it all. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going.
Yeah. We should go to the Super Bowl. I said we should go to the Super Bowl.
It's going to be a long...
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hi, Birdie.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll look to throw, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. Take a shot at the end zone. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Los Angeles, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next.